folks, JD here, and this mess in front of me is my WLToys A959. So what is it that we're doing today? Well, what we're doing is we're going to be replacing these tyres for these tyres. So just to give you some sort of a side-by-side comparison to see exactly what it is that we are doing, if I bring this in a little bit closer, you will see that these tyres that are currently on here are the stock tyres. Now, they are very grippy, as we saw a couple of weeks ago when we took this out. I have yet since taken it out a few more times, hence its current state. And essentially what we've got here is these tyres are the stock ones. They have a plastic hub on the inside. Now, I want to put this thing through its paces. So what I'm essentially going to be doing is replacing these tyres for this more road-style tarmacy tyres with a nice little tread on there as well. Now these are aluminium hubs as well, so we should find, hopefully, that these are a little bit more durable, and when we are throwing this thing off ramps, hopefully the wheels won't shatter. Okay, so what I've done for the second is, in order to get these tyres off, there are little nuts that just lock these tyres on. So all I've done is I've gone through with my long nose pliers and just undone those nuts now so that these particular wheels can just come off. As you can see, there's nothing really special about them. They've got quite a lot of grip on them, and I was surprised exactly just how grippy these tyres were. But changing them now for a road set, I'm hoping that when they are on tarmac, they are going to give me a little bit more grip. So this is essentially what we've gone to. So we've gone to a nice sort of tarmac road tyre. Now on the outside of these tyres you have a rotation arrow on here as well. So you are going to have to double check that just to ensure you are getting the rotation on the right way. So just by following this little rotation arrow, that will just ensure that the grip is pointing the right way and gives you the maximum amount. So there are 4 tyres here, which way the car's upside down. So that should be one way, yep, and that should be the other way. So we've got our 2 tyres on there like that. Wow, look at that. That looks really nice, especially with the blue, it really pops. So, okay, now what I'm going to do is we're just going to cut this bit a little bit short, just because I'm just going to be screwing in these little nuts here, and that's not particularly fun to watch. So there we have it. There's the first 2 which have been put on. So what I've done is I've just tightened up these nuts just enough, just so that the wheels stay on, but obviously there is still a little bit of give there in the wheels as well, because you do need to have a bit of give for those bumps. Same as there's a little bit of give in the original wheels, you still want a little bit of give in these wheels as well. So what I'm going to do for the second is just turn her on. I'm going to turn on this transmitter, and I'm just going to check that these wheels are going the right direction. They should be turning this way. So they should be turning that way. They should be. Yeah. So if I go forward, and that is the same, yep, same direction as, perfect, as the rotational arrow on the tyres. So now, let's get to doing the other side as well. Alright then, so there we go. So we've got our 2 wheels on nice and tight on the left, and we've got our 2 wheels on nice and tight on the right as well. That looks good. So what we're going to do for the second is just test. Now then, before I take her out, what I want to do is just test her for a second. So I've just turned her on. I've also turned on the transmitter. I'm going to just apply a little bit of power just through these wheels, just so I can see them turn. Okay, she runs quite well. I think these 2 tyres here can be done up a little bit more, because as you can notice, even when the motor stopped, these tyres were still moving. So I'm going to tighten up this. So the next thing I think to do is to test her. So let's take her out. Little bit of a wheel spin. She does wheel spin a bit more, and she's just flipped and righted herself. Well done, little car. Oh, look at her go. So she certainly seems to be spinning a lot more. There is a lot less traction in the lower speeds, and then when you increase to the higher speeds, then you've got the awesome amount of pull behind you then, where you can pull off some really nice little stunts. Acceleration is probably better if I was to do it a little bit slower, but I am just jamming on the throttle. But look at those little 180s. And off she goes. I think I need to tighten up 1 or 2 of those wheels a little bit, but Yeah, I think I need to give those wheels a bit of a tighten up. Oh, look at her go! She's still handling off-road quite well. That little motor whining. Oh, listen to it go. The way that motor just kicks up. Oh, and I've got to stand up. Oh, they're handling up really well, actually. The bolts are still quite nice. I think I do just need to not be so harsh on the throttle, and maybe they will stop spinning a bit. I think I've got a bit of tyre pull here, a little bit away from the hub, but I'll check that in a minute.